live visuals coming in. It's a sad and unfortunate day for the state of Maharashtra. Last mortal remains of Ajit Pawar in Baramati. Thousands of people have gathered to catch last glimpse of their leader. Baramati's favorite son's last journey, his final rites are being performed with full state honors as the state bids final goodbye to their deputy chief minister. Ajit Pawar, a record time MLA, 8-time MLA, 6-time deputy chief minister of Maharashtra under different government, leaving behind trail of aggressive, full of rebellion, drama, politics.
The body of Ajit Pawar has been brought to Vidya Pratishthan, and his son Parth Pawar and Jay Pawar, both of them are there. I think in any time soon the last rites are going to be performed at Vidya Pratishthan, where thousands and thousands of people have gathered to offer their condolences to the departed leader, someone who was loved by them, and it was showed. He was elected 8 times as member of Legislative Assembly from Baramati. And the literal who's who of Indian politics, and more so of Maharashtra, has descended down at Vidya Pratishthan to offer their last respect. Home Minister Amit Shah, BJP National President Nitin Nabin, the body is draped in national tricolour.
Well, it's an unfortunate day. Jay Pawar, Ajit Pawar's son, Sunetra Pawar, was also there trying to come in terms with the sudden demise of Ajit Pawar. It's a very unfortunate way, Brijesh, the way Ajit Pawar, nobody expected it, nobody saw it coming. Supriya Sule leading her cousin's last rites. Thousands of people coming out to pay their respect, to catch a last glimpse of their favorite leader, leader of the people, a guy who was a no-nonsense political leader.
Your death is anyways very tragic, but usually, you don't expect people and somebody who has been the public persona for such a long time to have this kind of, sudden death. There, Praful Patel is also there. Literally who's who of Maharashtra politics. Sushil Shinde, Sharad Pawar, Nitin Gadkari, Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde, all of them are there. His son is there, Parth Pawar, and is being consoled by Supriya Sule, who have since, last couple of hours have been overlooking all the preparations of this last rites ceremony, which is to be performed at Vidya Pratishthan. Talking to people, making sure that all of the entire program is carried out without any glitch. People are there, thousands and thousands of people are there to pay their last respect. Shows the popularity which Ajit Pawar commanded. And now, I think in another 5-10 minutes we will see the last rites being performed by Ajit Pawar's son. And a state guard of honor has also been given to Ajit Pawar. And a 3-day mourning has been declared in the state of Maharashtra. So it's a big, big loss for NCP, for people of Baramati, especially the Western Maharashtra, and also for people who were closely connected with the family of...
Well, you can hear people chanting Ajit Dada Amar Rahe as they bid their final goodbye to the leader.
I mean, look at the number of people who have assembled there. Look at the crowd. It shows the popularity of the man who has passed away.
The sudden demise that nobody accepted, it's very hard for people of supporters to come in terms with the fact that their leader is no more. It happened all of a sudden, it happened so quick, nobody saw it coming. It's a tragic and an unfortunate day for the state of Maharashtra, for Baramati, as they say their final adieu to their leader. Supriya Sule, Ajit's sons, Sunetra Pawar, leading the last rites of Ajit Pawar. Reni Ibrahim is also with us on the broadcast. Reni, Ajit Pawar is known for making sure that he always remains in power. He breaking ranks with his own uncle and breaking alliances with the government time and again to make sure that he gets what he wants. That is what describes Ajit Pawar as a leader.
Absolutely, Nancy. And I would go a little further than that and talk about political compulsions as well. You know, we all heard about how there were allegations on the irrigation sector that were leveled against him. So, apart from wanting to be in power, it was also a sharp political gambit to avoid prosecution and legal ramifications in several cases that were booked by the Anti-Corruption Bureau in Maharashtra. So political career prospects, staying in power, obviously it all fell in place for him by allying with the Mahayuti alliance. So having said that, you're right. Ajit Pawar was a very pragmatic leader. He was a very introverted person at personal quarters, but he carved out a niche for himself for his the way of handling administration. Very few bureaucrats would cross his path and not take it up, in terms of completing the task that he would have designated them. So Ajit Pawar wanted that kind of respect from the bureaucracy. He had a very sharp tongue, and the one good thing about him that really stands out is he could not tolerate lies and untruths. He never indulged in telling lies either, and he was very sharp about this particular thing. He could not tolerate a lie. And very few politicians would have a characteristic like that, as I
Well,
understand.
Reni, on the screen we are seeing, the extended family of Ajit Pawar. We saw Rohit Pawar. We also saw, other nephew and nieces of Ajit Pawar there on the place where, the last rites is about to start anytime soon. The body of Ajit Pawar is there. How would you, I mean, you have covered Maharashtra for such a long time. How would you describe Ajit Pawar as an individual? Because, we know that he is quick to temper. And we heard that, whenever people would rile him, he will come up with a repartee which is usually not politically correct. But what kind of a person he was as a politician?
See, as a politician, I mean, as a journalist, let me put it to you this way. A few years ago, before the BJP government came into Maharashtra, under the dispensation of the Congress UPI 2, there was, a requirement for refurbishing the press room at Mantralay. And there was a bureaucrat, Mr. Kanade, who handled the finance department and who was using, there was a zero, cost kind of restriction that had brought in on funds being utilized. And a lot of people tried to, get the work done. They were all very particular since it was to do with the press room where journalists would come in. But the bureaucrat was, uncompromising, and he refused to do it. He said, if I do this, then there would be, I mean, senior leaders approached him from the Congress as well. However, when this matter reached Ajit Pawar, he had a simple 10-minute meeting with Mr. Kanade, and right after that, the funds were immediately disbursed for and he explained to Kanade, it was not like he had a dictatorial style. He told him, look, these are the media. These are the people who are, propping us up and in power. They are the ones who are responsible for demonstrating to people what we are doing at the ground level. And if this is how we're going to treat them, I mean, he had a very nice way of arguing about it also and getting the work done. So that's how he accomplished. And the next thing that happened was the funds were released, though there was a restriction on any funds being released at that particular time. So that was how he was. And trust you me on this, though he is known for his acerbic tongue and all, every time he interacted with the media, he was a very, very affable person who took it on his chin when there were some difficult questions posed of him as well. And he felt that he had always been wronged as a politician. Like that's what I was citing. I mean, he felt it was his due in 2004 to have been elevated as the chief minister of Maharashtra. And yet, the NCP chief gave away the post to the Congress, notwithstanding the fact that his party had secured more MLAs than the Congress. So
Absolutely,
He
Rennie.
always felt that he had been done by, these things, and he was not wrong in thinking so. In politics, every politician in Maharashtra aspires to be the chief minister. And then coming to the point of being appointed so and being denied is certainly something nobody will be able to reconcile. And now, as we know, he will never have ever assumed that post.